Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 27th of August, 2021, and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, today our topic is for what in your life you feel most grateful. Right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Okay, so for topic today, talk about things that uh, we appreciate most. And then, yeah, after thinking, I think, firstly, I need to mention, inevitably, uh, the things that I appreciate most is my parents. And then, for this, I think, starting from their decision, the decisions that decided to have kids, and then because of that, I am here today. And even if, yeah, just joking, even if my birth is an accident, and I believe it is not because I have a younger brother, and but I think this is also something I need to appreciate. Because of them, only I'm here. And after that, um, so many years they raised me up, and then in terms of time, money, and effort and love they have put in, I think this is also something uh, I I appreciate a lot. Yep. And then yeah, this is the first thing. And beside this, yeah, I found that actually in our life, many things we can appreciate. For example, there could be some small thing in uh, any events or experience we have in the past. Let's say we live in a country which is comparatively safe without war and without uh, some serious natural disasters. And then, okay, this is one. And then we can also appreciate that uh, I live in a warm family and in a warm house full of love. And every of my family members will live together. Yeah, which really make me feel great and feel the love of family. And then I can also appreciate um, my business partner lead me into this career, being a teacher, which I found my passion after that. And yeah, many. I couldn't list them out all. And then from here, I started to think that how about those things which are not so good in my life? For example, my previous job, I, I just get little salary and I didn't get any pleasure or happiness or meanings from that job. I feel depressed. I feel unhappy. And how about let's say conjunctivitis? I still uh, affected by this uh, from time to time. And actually, it is kind of a big challenge to me because it affects uh, my life already and my career, conjunctivitis. And then how about some other challenges, some other failure I had in the past. Yeah, and then I think somehow I need to appreciate all those challenges, because all those challenges, they are experience, and they actually make me grow, make me uh, learn something. Because I experience it, I more or less I will learn something from it. Yeah, and then take for example my previous job. I said I feel quite depressed, and so for this it is a valuable experience actually. The feeling of depressed, and then maybe next time when I met a bigger challenge, and maybe I know uh, how to get out of the so-called the depression valley. I know how to climb up from the bottom, or even I know how to prevent falling into the depression valley. Yep. And then all those challenges, I think I should appreciate. And then yeah, I started to think what make me uh, get over them one by one over time. Yep. And then for here, I think it basically they are the ways of doing things. They are my attitude, my belief, my determinations, and many many. Yep. And then how do these uh, things come from? Yeah, these things refer to I mentioned just now attitude, belief, way of doing things, determination, and actually all these come from the experience, the things that that I experienced in the past, and also comes from knowledge. Yeah, and then from here, knowledge. Of course, we will learn something. Uh, Maybe every day in our life, more or less. Uh, it differs from people to people. And then, uh, but when I think about getting knowledge, learning new things, and for here, I think uh, a very big part actually is attributable to daily conversation, to these uh, events that we are doing right now, and also to attributable to you, Eric. And because all of this discussion, sharing every day, actually, I feel like uh, we only have around 2 years, right? 1 years and a half, 1.5 years of having daily conversation, and I feel like I actually learned a lot. At the beginning, it is like it opened my mind. I have so many things that I have never thought of. Um, and then it is like bring me to the journey to exploring the world. It is so ironic because previously I really don't know what I'm doing. Uh, um, but after this conversation, I feel like I live a year like 2 or 3 years. I mean, the the things that I have the chance to come across, to learn, and to discuss is so many. And if I didn't have this conversation every day, maybe I need 2 or 3 years to be able to have the chance to come across them. And I think maybe I still don't have the chance to look into it so deep, because without discussion, maybe I just won't having some uh, deeper understanding. And also I found that there are something which is quite difficult to obtain if I didn't have this daily conversation. And yeah, so I really appreciate, I think beside my parents, the things that I need to appreciate most is actually what we are doing right now, conversation, daily conversation. If you say the person I need to appreciate most beside my parents, I think maybe that is you, Eric. Yeah, and go back to look at those challenges I mentioned just now. Uh, I believe that in the future, of course, I will still come across many challenges. Um, but with the uh, with the with the attitude, with the belief, the way of doing things, determination, and many with all this, I believe that if you put me in different uh, conditions, different places with different challenges, I still somehow um, need to face it. I still need to get over them. So instead of appreciating all those good things in my life, I think uh, having the right attitude, having the the right mindset, the awareness, all this is something that I need to appreciate most. Yeah, with this, I believe that I can uh, live better. I can get over more challenges in my life. Uh, so these are the things beside my parents, I think I feel most grateful for. Yeah, so these are my sharing today.
Yeah. First and foremost, thanks for your appreciation.
Yeah, also thank you.
Okay. Okay. I will mention something that I'm grateful for, and then second, I will say something. I actually make a mistake on this topic. Yeah. If I forget to say the second point, which is
Mm,
I make a mistake,
yeah,
and please remind me. Yeah,
all
because
right.
it's a very important uh
Okay.
point. Okay. Okay. Uh, what I'm grateful for, there are many things. Just as you.
Mm,
For example, first one, I'm able to see. Yeah, and because I'm able to see, I'm able to read, I'm able to learn, and you can imagine, or you can notice that many of our learning is come from our eyes. Yeah, if
mm,
we lose our sight, and we can't really learn that effective, that efficient. Yeah,
yeah.
so this is a very uh, important thing to our life, and this is something that I'm grateful for. And second, we live in the information era. Yeah, I know a lot of people say that our current generation, we need to work harder than our previous generations, but we earn lesser than them. And for their generation, they just need to after they graduate from college, or some don't even have a chance to go to college, but they do their business. They work hard, and then they can buy a house, they can accumulate assets, and they can live well. Unlike us, we full of knowledge, but we can't live we can't live a good life. Just like
Mm,
you know a lot of lessons, but you can't uh live a good life. Yeah,
yeah.
uh but we live in this information era. If we look if we look at the money perspective, if you look at the mm, wealth perspective, yeah, this era is definitely not the best era to make money. But if you look at in terms of happiness, you can learn so many things, you can experience so many things, and you also can own many things. Yeah, you can own something tangible, you can own something intangible. For example, book. In the past, they can't read more than 100 books per year because they don't have money to buy 100 books. But you can, yeah, you can, and you can even read 1,000 books because a lot of book is free, a lot of book is available on the internet, and you don't even need to pay a cent in order to read all the book. And in the past, they need to find a way to keep the book. They need to spend a lot of money, even though they learn a lot of money, but they also need to spend additional money if they want to pursue those uh things inside ourselves. Yeah, not only outside, not only some things um, outer, not only something outer. They need to spend money. They also need to spend money if they want to pursue the inner. But in our current generations, of course, we still need to spend money. We still need to spend time, but it's much lesser than in the past. Yeah. So in terms of happiness level and also in terms of the experience, our density is really really uh deep, really really huge. I don't know how to use the adjective to describe the density, but it is in a good terms. Density is something like the mass per volume. So uh, let's say you have 100 volume, but the mass is heavier. Yeah, so maybe we can use heavy. Our density is heavier than uh, in the previous generations. And just like something you said just now, you learn a lot of things in 1 year. It seems like this is something that you only can learn with 3 years times, but you learn all of these things in within 1 year. It's similar. We experience a lot of things that our parents, that our grandparents cannot experience with a very very short period.
Yeah.
Because of the information era. So this is like also the thing like grateful for. Yeah, even though there's a lot of limitation, but the benefits is much is much outweigh the benefit outweigh the limitation, and is much more better in order to live in this information era. Yeah. And the third thing is I am grateful for that grateful can be cultivated. And I understand this when I was just 25 years old. Yeah. So some people think that grateful is something like personality, something like attitude, but actually it's not. Grateful is a skill. It's a skill means that it can be acquired. It can be acquired by anyone when they pay effort, when they pay the time to cultivate. And this is very important because grateful is is very is very important to your happiness level, to your base happiness level. Yeah, and it's also one of the few intervention that work. Yeah, many organizations, many company, many corporations spend tons of money, billion into their uh in into their organization in order to change the organizational structure, in order to change maybe the bureaucracy, to change something, to make a change. But most of them are not effective and is not useful. But grateful is one of the things that you don't need to spend billions. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Maybe you just need a pen, a paper, and sometimes each day. and then you can increase the happiness of yourself. If organization, if company force you to do this, the company can increase the happiness level of their employee. This is actually many company, many organizations trying to do. They want to retain the employee. They want to increase the happiness of employee. They don't want the employee focus too much on the money, while one terms help the company earn money. But how to do it in an ethical way? How to do it really good for the employee, good for them, good for them. It's not just like brainwash. Yeah, grateful is one of the effective intervention. Yeah, so this is the third thing. I grateful for. Grateful can be cultivated, and it is not can be cultivated, and it is not something like the human nature that we couldn't change. For example, like self-discipline, we couldn't change. We couldn't increase our self-discipline, self-controlling ability level. Yeah. So it is like something like the genes come from a gene or come from the God give to you. But grateful is not that thing. Yeah. And the fourth thing is, yeah, I'm grateful for you. Because I remember the last April 2020, you comes to me, and then you say you want to have an English conversation, and I say okay. And at that time, I also don't know when can we sustain. But never mind, just do it, because now today I don't know when we can when is the end. Maybe there's no ending. We can keep doing this for our whole life. And during these 1.5 years, you think you learn a lot, but actually, in my opinion, I think I also learned a lot and not lesser than you.
Yeah.
And also in this period, because of the female learning method, teach is the best way to learn. This teach is not something you have to be a teacher. It also could be a sharing. It also could be the sharing of your thoughts. Yeah. And you don't need to be a teacher. You can teach, you can share something that you believe on, that you think is right. Yeah. Or maybe it's wrong, you also can share. And maybe few months later, when you look back, and then you see, oh, I actually make a mistake, just like what I will do for my second point. Yeah. Yeah. So we really learn a lot, and not only learn a lot, and it actually did change our behavior. So this is the most important thing, because this is not just affect our attitude, it's not just affect our thoughts, it also affect our behavior. We really try to do something in to improve ourselves and to apply our knowledge, apply our sharing into practice, into reality. And one of the good example is the habits. Yeah. And this is the fourth things. Yeah, I grateful for you. And I also grateful for the English conversation, the whole English conversation, and the time you put in, and also the energy. Yeah, the energy, and also the determinations. Yeah, of course. Now we make it become a habit. We make it a ritual. So we don't really need to determine to do the thing. We don't rely our self-controlling abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and the fifth one is I'm grateful for YouTube. Yeah, the YouTube channel. Because of the YouTube, we can upload, we can record our daily conversation on the platform. And I'm not sure how many years it can be last. Yeah, it can be lasted for the whole video. Yeah, but yeah, but instead of focus how many years it can be lasted, we also can appreciate the existence of the YouTube platform, because YouTube provide us a chance to upload our video on that, and then we can review what we said a few months ago, or even like in the morning, even like a few days ago. Yeah, and we already make we already make a record. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, we have like more than 300 daily conversations, 300 video, more than 300 video on YouTube channel, and it almost cover. I couldn't say all aspects. That's most, but we already cover most of the aspects. Yeah, and we are still doing on our all day topics. All topic. This is also one topic, which is our old topic. Yeah, we will cover. We will keep cover, and also we will have new topic. So at the end, you can see, at the end, you can have a record of all of our thoughts. Yeah, this is a very amazing thing, because sometimes uh we may forget what we said, we may forget what we believe, but we can remind ourselves by reviewing those videos. Yeah, or maybe we face something very challenging, and at that time, because we're struggling with the problems, we couldn't think really rationally, and then maybe we can look back to what we said. And it can reform our identity. It can uh, wake up our rationality. And the next one, I grateful for my father. Yeah, for my father. Even though he left me. Yeah. 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 Actually, it's not he left me. Is we left. We left him. Yeah. Yeah. And but before we left him, he actually don't contribute to the family. He, uh, he actually don't care about the family a lot. And yeah, in the past, he's very rich. He owned a lot of properties, and after after having a bad experience, I'm not sure whether he was treated by his business partner or something like that, or even facing a recession, and he lose all his property and he become bankruptcy, and he also let my mother become bankruptcy. But I still grateful for him, because he teach me the most important things. Maybe not the most important thing, but it's one of the most important thing in our life that we need to learn, which is the money. It teach me the importance of money, and they teach me. He teach me how to not falling into the same trap. Yeah. This is a very important lesson. Yeah, and I'm very grateful that I can learn that when I was very young. Yeah. Before 20. Yeah, it's before 20. So it can. I learned that, and I start my journey. Of investing. I start my journey of to make money. And before that, I already have the lessons. Yeah, and this is the lessons I will always remember since young. Because I always have a thought that I couldn't fall into a trap, because this is the gift that my father, that my mother my family give me. How can I fall into same trap again? They pay a lot of price for me to learn the lessons. I need to appreciate it. Yeah, I need to utilize it. I need to leverage it into my life. Yeah, and I don't have any bad feeling on that. I just grateful for that. Yeah. And the last one in this conversation I want to mention, yeah, of course, we have a lot of things need to need to appreciate. And the last one is my mother. Yeah, she bring me up, and because in the family, my mother feed me. She earn money to feed me, and even though she's not earning a lot, but she feed me well, and she support me. She believe me, and she trust me. And he believe in my decisions making. He believe in my ability. He trust my my ability, my capability to make decisions, to trust my behavior. Yeah. So that's all. That's all for the first point, which is something that I'm grateful for. Okay, for the second point, I actually make a mistake. Yeah, I only realized this after I learned the positive psychology. And it's actually relearned. Yeah, because I already watched the video when I was, I think is 19 or 20. But now I relearn, I rewatch all the video, and I found that, yeah, grateful is very important thing. And there's no something that you need to find the most grateful things in your life, and then you always grateful for that. You always keep the thing inside your mind. No, that's not the case. Yeah. And because why I will write the topic like this. The topic is, for what in your life do you feel most grateful? Because at that time, I don't know what I can grateful for. Yeah, and in my opinion, in my thoughts, which is at least find the things which is you're most grateful for. And also we know something that comparison is important. You need to find the most important thing. Yeah, so what is the most important thing in your life that you're most grateful for? Yeah, but this is not the case. Yeah, for grateful, by doing that is ineffective. And even though you know that what is the most grateful thing in your life, and then what can you do? After realizing it, you always keep inside your mind, and then keep reminding yourself like this. No, it won't increase your happiness level that much. Compared with you always remind you to grateful for many things, because just like what I say, grateful can be cultivated. And this is very important. And I also realize I also because of this old topic, it remind me that that we really need to grateful, or we really need to cultivate the grateful. Yeah. And there are some methods to cultivate the grateful. The most effective one is actually writing a grateful journal. Yeah, so it's something like you can write something that you're grateful for in the day. You maybe you write all the grateful thing at night. Yeah, you try to remind yourself, yeah, what thing you're grateful for today. And you just write. And yeah, and many people the first point is, many people wouldn't be determined. Yeah, so make it become a habit. Yeah, make it become a habit. You do it every day. Yeah. So this is the first point. And second, many people will give up. Why? Because the thing they write is exactly the same. Because they couldn't think new things. So they keep writing the old things. They keep writing the same thing. And maybe sometimes, for example, you try to write five grateful things.
Mm.
And but uh but you can't always find grateful things. Yeah, especially find new grateful things uh, for a new day. Yeah,
Mm.
so you may be stuck at here, you may be stuck at there,
Mm.
and you keep writing the old ones, and it actually make you dumb. Uh, I'm not sure whether it's a proper term, which is mamu. It make you dumb with the uh with with the things that you grateful for. So something which something that you should grateful for, something that you are grateful for in the past, become something that you think it was granted to you.
Mm.
Yeah. So because you keep writing it, yeah. Of course, if you don't write it, it will also become something that you think it was granted to you.
Yeah.
Mm. But if you keep writing the same thing, it will also become the things. Yeah. So it is something like the nature. And how to prevent this is introduce a freshness. You can write the same thing. For example, I can write about you. I can write about the daily English conversation, but I don't write the same thing. I try to I try to appreciate from another perspective. I try to think from another perspective.
Mm.
What things I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all for my sharing.
Mm. So, for currently, I believe that this is something you are doing every day, right? To write
Uh,
things that you feel grateful for.
this is not something that I'm doing every day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What I do is the journaling. Yeah, journaling is another effective intervention. Yeah, but in my journaling, I didn't include the gratitude. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't introduce the gratitude journaling. Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm trying. And I'm I'm trying to find a method to integrate my current journaling
Mm.
with the gratitude journaling. Mm.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Anything else? Aim?
Yeah. No.
Okay. So that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake that we made, please also comment to let us know because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.